Well guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, welcome back to working on the race truck. So, if you guys saw the last episode, I actually spent another night in the garage just kind of staring at things, trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want to proceed forward with cutting some more weight out of the back of the truck. So, my original plan, like I talked about before, is basically like a micro back half, cut it like here, and then get rid of all this and redo our bars for our bedside mounting, which I have that bedside off just so you can see a little better. What we ended up doing was actually just cutting that piece of plate out of the frame and then cutting this nub right here off of the frame. And I really wasn't thrilled with how it turned out. So I was really thinking about, lopping it off here and running a piece of tube, redoing this tube just so it looked right, notch it and weld it up, and then having another piece come up and gusset it up to here, and then kind of move our parachute a little bit just past where our gusset would meet, and just do it that way. I've been thinking about it, and I really didn't care for how that looked cut out, but we don't have everything in full trim, so I think what I'm going to do is actually give it a go like this and see how I like it, because not everybody's, people aren't really going to be looking at that. I didn't like how it looks, but really it's going to be just for this year, because the plan is after we have the truck all ironed out and able to race this year, all this frame is going to go bye-bye and we'll do a full traditional back half, but we'll do that in a year where we're not getting started in the middle of December. We'll do that in a year when, hey, we're done racing. It's the beginning of November, whatever. We have, 2 full months more than we do right now to do a true back half on the truck. Also, it'll give us a year to, hey, is our rad big enough? It seems like it is so far, but we don't know. And just stuff like that. So rather than wasting the money on some good tube, because I want to use chromoly like the rest of this stuff, we're not going to do that. We're just going to continue this path and cut it out this way. We'll cut the nub off. What I'm going to do is actually box in the frame there, so it's still a true box frame to this point. And then back here, I'll probably box this off back here, see how I like it, and then decide whether I want to, add another plate there. I don't know that it would be necessary, but we should definitely have something here, so that way, we're going to make this all one big piece for when our parachute actually deploys. So that's kind of the plan. Like I said, I've been rolling it over my head since the other night what I want to do. And basically the goal is just to cut a little bit of weight out of the truck that is unnecessary. That's what we're doing. It's not a ton, but it's something. It'll help us get closer to our weight goal, which our weight goal is under 5,000, which I think with the other modifications we're going to do this winter won't be a problem, seeing as we are just at 5,000 before. So we will be under our 5,000, good for our 25/6 cert. But really, the eventual goal for the truck is to have it at about 4,400 pounds with me in it, lose a total of 600. That puts us at the Pro Street minimum weight. And that's pretty much the class that I don't want to say I want to run it this year, but that's probably the eventual goal of this truck being a 4-wheel drive. It's never going to be a pro mod or anything like that. But it'll get us, where we need to be. 4,400 pounds is the minimum there, so that is our goal. We're not going to get there this year. At least I highly doubt. I do have some plans that will lose some more weight, but it's not as significant as the 600 pounds. So we're going to get to cutting our frame down some more, making another C-channel. I'm going to get rid of the parachute this time. I should have done it before. Get rid of that just so it's not in the way. We got to pull our coil over off so it's not in the way, pull our power rod out of the way, pull our parachute cable out of the way, get all that out of the way. Then we can get back to cutting and grinding and getting stuff like that out of there. All right, so we got the driver's side looking just like the passenger side. Went a good bit quicker tonight, just because I already had my game plan, and also just I went right to the Sawzall on this end piece. Last time I tried using the grinder on there, and I ended up going with the Sawzall anyway. So I went with the Sawzall straight off the bat, one cut and done. We'll get that all boxed in. Be looking good. I do have plates made up for up here because they'd work if we box this in or in here, so I made them up already. Can't find them currently, but if I can't, maybe we'll wait until I can find them. Whatever, doesn't matter. But this side's looking just like the passenger side. All of our sharp edges are gone, so that way we're not, cutting ourselves with some razor sharp edges or anything like that. Everything's looking good. We will have to, obviously figure out how to extend this and kind of change the angle a little on both sides. But overall, I'm happy. I think once we move on to our other projects, I'll forget all about it, and I'm just kind of worrying a little bit too much about the aesthetics. That being said, I did weigh this piece and this piece. It's just a bathroom scale, so I got to stand on it, but it came out to 9.5 pounds. So that total is 19 pounds. So that's a good bit of weight cut off the truck that wasn't doing anything. So, we've lost almost 20 pounds just pulling that little bit of metal off. So I'm very happy about that. So it was definitely a worthwhile endeavor doing that. We've done some other stuff that did not yield that kind of results. So yeah, we'll get to starting to box these ends in and go on from there. So we got it all boxed in the back here, everything looking good. Very happy with how that turned out. Definitely digging having this much shorter. Makes it a lot nicer coming in here. I know on the trailer it'll be a lot nicer because whenever I load it on the trailer and I'm putting my ramps back in, I'm always afraid I was going to hit that piece of frame, but I'm very happy with how that turned out. I don't think I'm going to worry about boxing the inside. It's nice and strong. It's not like that thing's flexing any. The whole truck's moving. Also reattached our bedside here, got that piece of pipe on there. I was actually able to just move it and change the angle a little bit, grind it a little, and then cut these down and weld everything in. Same thing on the driver's side here. We're all capped off, looking good. Got the bar for this bedside all in, so we're good there. So all we have to do is put our plates up front here because I do want to box this off, just make sure that part of the frame is good and strong. Necessary? Maybe not, but we're going to do it anyway. Like I said, I already have plates made up for that, but I can't find them right now, so have to look a little more extensively, but I definitely got a good bit accomplished tonight. I'm definitely liking the look now. I guess now that I have it flush and it's capped off and both sides are the same, it doesn't bother me as much as it did before. And once we get the nitrous bottle in there, we get a coat of paint on it, it's not going to be a big deal. But very happy with the progress. Everything's looking good. But until we get our other plates and some paint on, there's no sense in reassembling all the other stuff on the truck. So very happy with how that all turned out. And surprisingly, it was definitely a little more weight than I expected, but we lost like 19 pounds, which is great. I think that definitely puts us under 5,000 pounds on the truck, which is where we want to be. But every ounce we can cut out of this thing, the better. We definitely have some more weight-saving plans for this winter. But this one so far, I'm happy with it. I know at first in the last video I wasn't, but now it's kind of grown on me, especially now that that back end's capped off. I just think that it looks so much better like this than having those like hitch brackets stick out, having, having it look like this. It definitely looks a lot better capped off, looks more finished. So that C channel part certainly does not bother me as much as it did previously. So we're on our way. This is one project that is just about done on one of our few winter projects. So this is definitely one that wasn't that big a deal, but nothing we're tackling is going to be super extensive, like I've said multiple times, like a full back half would be, because we want the truck to be ready to go. Basically, like I said, end of February is my goal, but if we have a warm February and Cecil's open, the sooner the better. Get this thing out, get it testing, and get it dialed in so that way we can actually race the truck. It's been what, 2-3 years now that we've been building this thing to what it is now. It's time we use it. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please like the video, subscribe down below. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage, get the wrenching on your truck.